What's going on, guys? I am here with a brand new tutorial for Pokemon Gold and Silver Virtual Console, which will be releasing on September 22nd, so not too far, it'll be out soon. Today we're going to be showing you how to get all 3 Johto starters without trading. Only one game, you don't need any kind of external devices, just the game, and you can do it all really simply. The whole process takes about 20 minutes depending on how many Pokemon you find in the wild and how quickly you can get through it. So what you're going to need to start with is just having a clean save file. Just start a fresh game, and you can go ahead and set your text to fast if you want to just get through it as quickly as possible. So make sure you definitely have a fresh save file, otherwise it might not work properly. And really the hardest part is just going to Mr. Pokemon's house because it takes the longest. So it's very easy, very simple. And to get started, we'll just head over to Professor Elm's lab and get ready to choose our starter. We won't choose our starter right away though. We do need to make a save file, a save point right before we choose our starter, as that's where we will be returning to. So we'll just get through Mom talking about her Pokegear and head over to Professor Elm. So once we talk to him, he'll let us know that he wants us to do him a favor, and we can go ahead and choose a starter. I think I accidentally actually just walked down here, but you can just ignore that and don't have to do that. So just create a save file, choose whatever the starter you want first, and head over to Mr. Pokemon's house. Just in case you are playing this for the first time, as some of you may be, I'm going to leave in how to get there and where you have to go and what you have to do. I'm just going to have it be sped up, and you can skip to the approximately 3 minutes and 30 seconds if you want to continue with the tutorial. I'm just going to speed it up because the walking does take a while and doesn't really contribute much. Okay, now that we've gotten back with our Pokedex and we have Pokeballs, we can catch a Pokemon. And all we need to do is catch any one Pokemon. It doesn't really matter which we catch, as it's just a placeholder for the party since we can't deposit our last Pokemon. I'm going to speed up here till the point where we get to the Pokemon Center, and then we'll be ready to go with the actual cloning method. So let's do this, as we're ready to get that. I show you the berry there just in case you want to clone more berries. You can do that, as you'll have, I think, an empty item slot on one of your starters by the time this is over. It's just good. It's a free berry, and you're going to be cloning a Pokemon anyway, so you may as well clone the item. So what you're going to want to do here is you're going to give your Pokemon a Pokeball to hold. Now, the reason we're doing this, we're giving our starter a Pokeball to hold, is so that way when we get our next starter, we don't have to go all the way back to Mr. Pokemon's house and get the Pokedex. This is a really big time save, and I can't stress how valuable it is. So what we're going to want to do here to clone, we're going to deposit our Pokemon in box 1, and we're going to go to change box. It'll say Pokemon box data will be saved when you change your boxes, and you're going to click yes. Now the reason we do this is because the way the game works is it saves data from most recent to the last thing that happened before you last saved. So when it's saving, we're going to stop it in the middle of the save. So that way it saves all of the new stuff. And by pressing the bottom screen like you just saw, it's actually going to stop the saving process. So right here, we're going to hit the bottom screen, and your target is to get between the O and off. So it'll say saving, don't turn off the power. The O and off and the H and the is the best window of success that I've found. So right here, we have it at the F and off, which is perfect, and usually where I get it. And once this is here, you can just go ahead and click reset, and it'll bring you back to when you last saved the game. The reason this works is because it's halfway through the saving process, it's only saving the starter we chose and the box we deposited in, and it actually doesn't overwrite where we were when we last saved the game. So you can kind of think of it as like a time travel almost. We're traveling back to the point where we had when we were about to choose our starter. However, we still have that starter that we just chose because it's saved in the box data. So we're going to go ahead and just click yes to restart the game, and we'll turn the game back on and see if the glitch worked. Now, if you don't get the timing down, you'll either turn the game on and be right here with no starter in your box, or you'll be in front of the PC, meaning you waited too long and you might have cloned your starter. You might have two of the same starter, but you won't have gotten the chance to get multiple starters that are different. So here we're just going to grab our second starter, which will be Totodile this time, and we'll head over to the Pokemon Center once again. I won't be speeding up this time as it's just a quick walk, and I just want to let you guys know that I will be making a bunch of other tutorials on how to do cool things like this in Pokemon Gold and Silver, whether it's how to get unlimited Master Balls, or how to have a 1 in 64 shiny chance, or where to find items to evolve things early. So I'll have tutorials for all those types of things. So if you want, you can subscribe, and as we get closer to the release of the games, I'll be releasing those videos, and they'll be playlisted and everything for you. So if you haven't played these games before, or if you have and you just feel like using these new tricks as you play through the new games, feel free to subscribe, and you'll have more content coming at you with those types of things, because I really do enjoy the glitches and stuff. So we'll have some really cool things like how to get Celebi and other fun glitches. So as you can see, we go to our PC and we withdraw Cyndaquil. Cyndaquil is there from the last time we played, and we currently have 2 starters. Now the important thing here is to take the Pokeball off of Cyndaquil, and like I was saying before, I showed you the berry tree. If you want, you can give Cyndaquil a berry, so that way when you clone them, you can just take the berries off and heal the mill tank up on the farm, and open up the, I think it opens up the Moo Milk Shop. But so what you're going to want to do here is just catch one more Pokemon. Same process as last time, only you get to skip going to Mr. Pokemon's house, which is a big relief because that's pretty annoying. And you only get 1 Pokeball though, so if you fail to catch a Pokemon, you will have to go back to Mr. Pokemon's house, get the Pokedex, and then get more Pokeballs. But just make sure you get the Pokemon as weak as possible. Even though it's a level 2 Sentret, and I believe at like 60% health, it's almost a guaranteed catch. You can probably just take your chance and weaken it as much as possible, just to make sure you guarantee that you catch the Pokemon, because you don't want to have to redo anything. So yeah, it's that simple. We'll be catching the Sentret, and then we'll be depositing our other 2 starters and try to get the other starter, Chikorita, my least favorite starter, so I can never remember its name. I don't mind Chikorita, it's the 2 evolutions that I don't really like. But I'm going to show you how to do the cloning glitch one more time, so that way you can get it down, and I'll try to get a little bit of a different timing on it to show you that it can work on different frames of the text box. So we're going to deposit Totodile, and we're going to deposit Cyndaquil, and this time they'll both be there when we turn the game on. If you really wanted to, you could use your initial 5 Pokeballs and just catch a bunch of Pokemon and clone a ton of things, but I'm just doing this for the sake of the starter. So we're going to go to change the box, and we're going to go to save, and it'll say saving, don't turn off the power. This time we got it at O, which is the earliest you could get it. So had I been a tick earlier, it wouldn't have worked, and we would be pretty sad, but we did get it, and Usually I like to wait, like right when you see saving don't, like when you see the T and don't, just like wait like a millisecond then touch it, because you're gonna get it between, you know, somewhere between the off and the H and the, so it'll work. It takes some practice. If you really want to practice it, you can make a quick save file and then just practice doing the cloning glitch on it. Like you can save before the PC instead of before the starter, so save right in front of the PC and then just practice cloning Pokemon, and that way you can just get your timing down and practice it. So you could even actually practice just saving the game and tapping the screen to get it where you want it during the saving process, so that's always something you can do as well. So just make sure you get it down. It is kind of annoying to have to redo it from the start if you mess up like 2/3 of the way in, so keep that in mind. And with that, we're drawing close to the end of the tutorial, as we should have all 3 starters. We're going to run back to Cherry Grove City and check the PC to make sure we do in fact have all 3 of the starters, and we should be pretty much done. So with that, well, let's look at the reveal first. We should have it though. Timing was pretty good. And there you go, we have Totodile and Cyndaquil, and obviously we picked Chikorita this time around, so we will have all 3 starting Pokemon in our party, and they're all legit, they're all clean, they're all good, and feel free to use them to the fullest extent, because yeah, they're all starters and stuff. I hope you guys found this video enjoyable and helpful and educational. If you did, feel free to leave a like on the video and share it with your friends. It means a lot to me that you guys are watching, and I appreciate the support. So stay tuned for more Gold and Silver tutorials, and I will be back with a ton of new content for them. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you later. Peace.